welcome back to my channel. So I realized in the first video I never introduced myself. So hi, my name's Caitlin. Nice to finally introduce myself to you guys. So today's video is going to be from my most anticipated releases of 2019 because I have a small list, about 18 books, and so yeah. You might notice my bookcase changes from time to time. That's going to be a constant thing on my channel. I like to move around my bookcase depending on how I feel and like how I want to organize it. So the very first book coming out that I'm going to be talking about coming out in 2019 is The Wicked King, which actually comes out today when this video is being uploaded, and that's Wicked King by Holly Black. And so this is the sequel of The Cruel Prince. I have actually yet to start this series. I have it coming. I ordered The Cruel Prince. It's coming on the 3rd, I think. It's not even 2019 yet for me. I'm recording this in advance. But so it's coming, my version, and my goal is to read it in January. We'll see. I don't know, I kind of just read whatever. But, the Wicked King is coming out. So I'm very excited about that because I've heard such great things about the series and I'd like to start it as soon as possible. The next book coming out is King of Scars by Leigh Bardugo. And this is, I'm very excited because just recently I read the whole Grisha-verse. As you can see, I have Shadow and Bone, Siege and Storm, Ruin and Rising, Six of Crows, and Crooked Kingdom. Just recently I finished reading all of those and I'm in love with the world so much. I mean, I've read Six of Crows like 3 times already, so but I love the world so much and I can't wait to read King of Scars and just get to experience Nikolai's story and what he's going through. King of Scars comes out on the 29th of January. Alright, the next book is Stain by A.G. Howard. This one comes out on the 15th of January. And I am very excited. So you don't see it on my shelves, but I have her Splintered trilogy. It's more like 4 books now. I have the Splintered series, and I also have Roseblood by A.G. Howard. And so I feel like I'm very, very excited for Stain because I love her books. I love her writing style. I love so much about A.G. Howard, and I'm very, very excited to read Stain. Which, if you don't know, that is a Princess and the Pea retelling, which is so unique and so interesting. I'm very excited to see what she does with it because it sounds, from the description, amazing. Also, check my description of the video in order to find all of the links to Goodreads and stuff where I got all this information. So that was it for the January books. Now on to February. So the first book that's coming out in February is Bloodwitch by Susan Dennard, which is so far I've only read Truth Witch. I haven't read Wind Witch or Sight Witch. I'm going to, and I'm very excited for Bloodwitch because when I first read Sight Witch, I fell in love with the world, and I really can't wait to continue exploring this world with the characters and everything going on. It's just really, really exciting. The next book is Courting Darkness by Robin LaFevers. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Just a warning, because I forgot to do it at the beginning. I might pronounce names and titles wrong. I'm not good at pronouncing things. But Courting Darkness, it just sounds really interesting. I don't know. I saw it on Goodreads one day and I'm like, that is a beautiful cover. So I don't know much about it, as you can probably tell. So I'm really excited to see what it's about and like what the story is about. I've heard something about like Death's daughters. I could be wrong. I could be very wrong. But it sounds super interesting. The next book is Psychology of Time Travel by Kate Mascarenhas. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. But, oh my god. So I had compiled like a list of all the books coming out that I was somewhat interested in. Half of those aren't even on this list. And I was talking to my friends about them, and one of my friends like, where's Psychology of Time Travel? I'm like, I thought that was just a psychology book or something, I don't know. And she's like, no, it's like a really cool sounding book, I'm really excited for it. So I made sure to include it on this list. Go check it out. That one comes out on the 12th of February. I realize I haven't been saying when they come out, so let's go back. Bloodwitch also comes out on the 12th of February, and Courting Darkness comes out on the 5th of February. So the next book is Four Dead Queens by Astrid Scholte, I think is her name? Yes, Astrid Scholte. And it comes out on the 26th of February. This one sounded really interesting, and I've been getting like a whole bunch of ads for it all over. So I'm just excited to read it. I saw like somewhere was doing like pins if you pre-order the book, which that's cool. I mean, I didn't pre-order the book yet because I'm waiting. But it sounds like such an interesting story. I'm not quite sure what it's about, as you can also tell. Like, I didn't do much research into going into these. I mean, I knew what most of these books were about and then promptly forgot. So that's what happened. Alright, the last book of February is The Blood Spell, right? Yeah, The Blood Spell by C.J. Redwine, which is the 4th book in the Ravenspire series. Now, if you've never heard about the Ravenspire series, I don't blame you. It's not big on booktubes as far as I've heard. The first book is called The Shadow Queen, which is so good. At least, yeah, it's so good. I'm so excited to reread it because I'm going to be doing a big review of that. I also haven't gotten to the 2nd or 3rd book, which is The Wish Granter and The Traitor Prince. And these are all 4 books in the series are retellings of fairy tales. If you can't tell, I love retellings. I have these, I have so many retellings. This is the year of fairy tale retellings, I swear. There's so many of them. So the Shadow Queen of the first book in the series is about Snow White. The Wish Granter is about, that one is about Rumpelstiltskin. I don't remember what the 3rd book is about, and I know the Blood Spell is about Cinderella? Maybe. I could be wrong about that. I probably am. But I'm really excited because C.J. Redwine is an amazing author, and I'm just so excited to read the whole series and see what she does, or what they do with it. Alright, now we're getting into March books. The first one is The Everlasting Rose by Donnelly Clayton, I think is how you pronounce her name. And that one comes out on the 5th of March, which I'm excited about. I read The Bells and I was in love with it. I love that story so much, and I cannot wait for The Everlasting Rose, which is the 2nd book in the series. So just very excited. The next book is Deathcaster by Cinda Williams Chima, and that comes out on the 5th. So I have a question. I've wanted to start the Shattered Realms series. I haven't yet because I've heard that you have to start with the 7 realms, and I have to track those down. I don't really like their colors as much as I love the Shattered Realms. Like, look at how pretty that is. But you go back in place. Nope. Okay. Slight issues. But please can someone clarify if I have to, right? Like in the comments below or something. Also, I read Cinda Williams Chima's other series, The Air Chronicles. Does that play a part in this? Because I'm so confused and I don't want to look it up or anything. And I haven't looked it up or anything yet. I don't know if I'll get like answers or spoilers, and I don't want spoilers. I want to go into the series knowing little to nothing about it, because it sounds like it's really interesting just from the covers and the just the author. I know is really good at writing and all of that stuff, so please let me know below, like, do I have to read her other series first, or can I just read the Shattered Realms, because I'm getting more of the Shattered Realms, and I love the covers. I could just stare at them all day. The next book coming out in March is Children of Virtue and Vengeance by Tomi Adeyemi, which is the 2nd book in the Children of Blood and Bone series. I actually have not read this one yet. I haven't had time, I haven't had the book, and my friend recently picked it up, and I was just like, gasp. I feel so left behind because, I don't know, part of me is just like I have to read all of the new releases before her, but then she reads them before me and I'm just like, oh no, I'm behind now. So I have to get to that one. It's my goal to maybe read it in January, though I might save it for March because the next book is coming out in March and that means less of a wait and less of and I don't have to reread it twice in a year. So I think I'll do that. Alright, that is all for March, so now let's go into April. So I'm not sure if anyone's like, I don't know, so I was looking on Goodreads and all of a sudden I saw this book and it's by Cassandra Clare. And I was like, wait a minute, what? It's not part of her whole 5 series thing that she's said is a thing, so I'm just gonna read it and you guys can let me know below, like, is this an actual book or is this like a novella type thing? So it's Red Schools of Magic by Cassandra Clare and Wesley Chu, and it's coming out on the 2nd of April. Is this like an actual Cassandra Clare like part of the series? Is this just like a companion to the series? Is this, what is this? Because I saw it and I'm just like, wait a minute. I need to know because I love Cassandra Clare's books. I do a reread of her latest series or all of the books in general in January for the past 3 years I've done this. And at this moment I'm probably just picking up Lady Midnight by the time this video comes out. So yes, I haven't yet to read Queen of Air and Darkness, but I read it in January, which is weird. I know. The next book coming out in April is King of Fools by Foody, and this comes out on the 30th of April. There's not that many books coming out in April, I've noticed, which is strange. I would like more books in April because more books all around is always fun. So I have also yet to read Ace of Shades. Please, like, when you watch this video, don't take my word for it that these books are good. I don't know because I haven't read most of them, but I've heard they're amazing and they sound amazing and I want to read them. So now let's go on to May, which is the last month that I'm actually going to be going over because for the rest of the year, the books either have no cover, no title, or they're just like, this might happen here. I don't know what day. So we're gonna hope. So I'm probably gonna do another video later on in the year of the rest of the books coming out, like around May. I might do another one. But these are the books coming out in May that I'm really excited for, and I'm just so excited for these. So the first one is Finale by Stephanie Garber, which is the last book in the Corrival series, and I'm gonna cry because I love that series so much. Unlike most of the other series, I've actually read this one, and I've read Corrival 2 or 3 times and Legendary once, but I love them so much. I need the end of the series already. I need it. I need it right now. Okay, the next one is Again But Better by Christine Riccio. I don't know how to pronounce her last name, but I know she's a booktuber. And so, but I'm not putting this on because like booktubers and I'm trying to make, no, that's not why. It actually sounds interesting. It's a book about this girl who's in college and she wants to change her entire life. And so she goes and does like a study abroad program, changes things about herself, and it sounds so interesting. And I don't read that many contemporaries, so I do want to add more contemporaries to my shelf, and this seems like a great way to do so. And I'm excited about it. The next one, which I haven't heard anyone talk about, which I'm very surprised about because this is by a lot of people's favorite authors. It's called Aurora Rising by J. Kristoff and Amie Kaufman, which are the same people who wrote Illuminae. And this one, oh my god, it sounds like such a fun series. So you've read Lunar Chronicles. Most of you, I'm assuming, have read Lunar Chronicles. By the way, this is staying here. This shelf right here, staying here. Not moving it. It's a beautiful shelf. But, so most of you have read Lunar Chronicles, I'm assuming. This is Lunar Chronicles with different fairy tales, and it's like a different story, but it's fairy tales in space. It sounds like so much fun, mix Lunar Chronicles with Six of Crows, and you get Aurora Rising from what I've read, and I'm real hyped for this one. I want this book right now. I love the Lunar Chronicles. I have such fond memories with it. And Six of Crows is another one of my most favorite books out there. And so a combination of them both. Like an amazing crew, and then there's like a whole bunch of, it just sounds so exciting. And I want to read it now. Okay, the next book is Kingsbane by Clare Legrand. I have yet to read the first book, which I forgot the name of. I think it's Furyborn. I've been meaning to get to it, but you see how many books I have to read. I don't know if I'll be able to get to that this year, but I'll try. I'll always try. We'll see how well I do. But it sounds like Furyborn. I've heard such great things about it. It sounds amazing, and I want to read another really fun high fantasy. Those are my favorite types, when it's just a whole bunch of fun and excitement and just an amazing group of characters that you can just fall in love with. I want to read more of those books. Okay, this is the last book that I'm going to go over, and it's Stepsister by Jennifer Donnelly. I don't hear many people talking about Jennifer Donnelly, and I think she's an amazing author. I want to read more of her books, and I'm very excited for Stepsister because guess what? It's another retelling. This time it's, so much like Sea Witch, which is over there, I don't know if you can see it, if it's in the frame or not. Much like Sea Witch, there is, this is told by the perspective of a villain. This is Cinderella told by the perspective of a stepsister, which is so interesting because that never happens. It's Cinderella usually told by Cinderella's perspective and all that stuff. But I adore these stories told by the villain and making the villain sympathetic and making you understand why the villain did certain things, and heartless, just heartless. I love heartless. But I love books that focus on taking a story and changing it completely. And so I'm very, very excited for Stepsister, especially because it's by one of my favorite, one of the authors that I love a lot. Alright, so that is all for today's video. I don't know how to end or start my videos yet, so you're just gonna see me cycling through a whole bunch of different things. Yeah, so just leave a like and leave a comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff because, yeah, because I will hopefully be making my content more creative and more exciting soon, maybe. So if you haven't figured out already, I upload every single Tuesday, which if you don't know, that is the typically books come out on Tuesdays. So I thought, hey, why not make it a thing and upload my videos on Tuesdays, because those are big days in book communities, because books coming out, and so let's celebrate the big day. Yeah, that. I'm not sure if other people do it. I'm guessing they do. I don't focus on I don't focus on upload days, but hey, I need a schedule, so every Tuesday I will be trying to upload. Yeah. So I don't know how to end this video yet, but bye. Hi, so I'm actually currently editing the video right now. When I first filmed this video, I actually hadn't uploaded the first video. This was just filming because I was getting excited for the second one, for the first video going up. And so I had no clue how the first video would go over, and I just want to say thank you so much for such a warm welcome. Thank you so much for all of the support and all of the comments and the likes and the subscribers and everything. Just thank you so much.